Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are taking a look at the KalibrGun Snipe II here in 30 caliber. This has got the 700 millimeter barrel. When I heard a few months back from KalibrGun that they were going to be coming out with this guy and sending one my way for review, I have been excited, and the anticipation is over because it is here now. And today I'm just going to go through this thing. I'm going to shoot a bunch of different choices of pellets through it, and we're just going to find out what works. We're going to try some tuning. This thing is really easy to tune. It's got an externally adjustable regulator, and that's really it. You don't have to adjust anything else on this as far as for your tuning. So that's pretty dang awesome. So I've got my DNT Optics Thermite on here. We can record the accuracy results for you guys today. And we're just going to be doing a bunch of shooting with this thing. Of course, running some Crony numbers and really trying to find out what sort of pellets and what velocity this gun is going to like, because it does not come tuned. So when you get it, you've really got to just sort of start from scratch and find what pellet you want to shoot and get it working with that pellet. So that's what I'm going to do today. So stay tuned, guys. Here we go. Pulled that one kind of early, but still hit where I was intending. Yeah, just pinpoint accuracy basically with this thing. Wow, that target is a mess. Definitely needs some explanation of what's going on here, right? So right here. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just right there. I mean, that is an MOA at 100 yards right there in group size. That is dang awesome right there, you guys. Just right at an inch. I mean, center to center on that group, we've got a 1 MOA group. So definitely once you get this thing figured out, it is a shooter. I mean, everything about the gun is actually fantastic. I mean, the trigger, the side lever cocking is so smooth. Just such a pleasure to shoot that you really want it to be just darn accurate, right? And that I'm considering darn accurate. And you can see that we've been doing a lot of shooting, a lot of testing. This was one of our groups from earlier with the AEA 50 grainers. I mean, a lot of just different hits all over the place there, and obviously all over this. All right, so to get the maximum power out of the KalibrGun Snipe, I'm going to test it with some of these 80.8 grain slugs that I got from Airguns of Arizona. Here they are next to an AEA 50 grain pellet so that you guys can get an idea of the size these things really are. I've also tuned up the regulator to a little bit over 200 bar so that we can try to crank these things out at about 800 feet a second. I've got 5 of them left to fit in the mag here, and they actually, I think, are just about the biggest slug that you could possibly fit in this mag, and they do fit and cycle great in the mag. This first shot, darn it all, I didn't have the chronograph turned on. Apparently it powered off, but we'll get it turned back on and show you guys what I'm talking about. 802. One. 801. I think that was it. Yep. Now we're out of them. Couple of things that I want to mention to you all about the KalibrGun Snipe II to sort of make this more of a review-ish sort of a video rather than just only looking at the accuracy and chrony numbers. First of all, I mean, you get a lot of bang for your buck with this gun. We've got a nice, very large bottle for plenty of shots. We've got a very beautifully carbon fiber shrouded barrel, an included moderator or suppressor. You get 2 magazines included, and these magazines are nice. They're 100% metal construction, very durable, at least looking. Today's my first day with it, so I don't know for sure, but they seem as though they would be very durable. You also get a 20 MOA drop compensation built into your scope mounting rail right there. Of course, fantastic trigger, really smooth side lever. We've got AR furniture, so you can replace this grip with a different AR grip if you like, replace the buttstock with a different stock if that's something that you're into. So just typical AR furniture on this guy. You know, as I mentioned, of course, it's regulated with an easily adjustable regulator and just really comes ready to go, except you've got to tune it when you get it. And that's kind of the one sort of drawback I would say to this gun, and that is that it's not maybe the most beginner friendly gun, because you're going to have to sort of at least somewhat understand what you're trying to do when you're tuning an air gun. And you're also going to need some other tools or equipment to kind of go along with that, namely a chronograph, because you kind of can't tune an air gun unless you know sort of what velocities that it's doing. You know, how can you try for a specific velocity if you have no idea what velocity you're at? So that's kind of another, you know, maybe disadvantage, is that going from pellet to pellet, you're going to have to retune the gun so that you're getting them at that correct velocity really to get the best accuracy out of it. Taking a little bit of time to tune an air gun isn't that big of a drag, especially when it pays off with delivering. So this thing, you know, we'll get back to shooting some more accuracy so that you guys can see what I'm talking about, but this guy right here definitely delivers on the accuracy. And between the fact that you're hitting at what you're aiming at, it's nice and quiet through the shot cycle. It's just very smooth to shoot between this really nicely functioning side lever and the just gorgeous trigger that this thing has on it. I mean, it's just a very pleasurable gun to shoot. So hitting what you're aiming at is what it's all about. So let's get back to some more of that, guys, and see what this thing can do at 100 yards. All right, so I thought for this 100-yard demo, it would be cool to show you guys just what a difference it makes when you get this thing set to the correct velocity. So we're going to start off at a lower velocity, go to a higher, and then set it to just the sweet spot. And you guys will see that it dials in the accuracy. Watch this. Wow, look at that. What a difference getting this thing tuned to just the right setting can make. Let's go get a closer look at that. All right, guys. Well, if you get this KalibrGun Snipe II, you're definitely going to want to spend your time with it and get your ammo going at the right velocity. So this is a perfect example of exactly that. We had our first group down here, and this was our slower speed. We were doing right around 820s or maybe mid 820s for this group right here. Then I turned up the regulator, shot holding the same aim point. So I'm aiming right here for all of these, just right there at the top of the red dot. So it did shift it up just a little bit here with that tune, and we were doing right around 860s, mid 860s on that one. And then this one up here, I tuned it down to mid 840s, still hitting just a little bit to the right, but look at the size of that group. That is an MOA right there. That is 1 inch or less. 5 shots at 100 yards. So granted, this group down here was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots, and this one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I would have put a 6th shot on this, who knows if it would have grown just a little bit. But that is just an impressive example of what getting the ammo to the right velocity for this particular barrel just really can do. So I definitely went, and put the gun through every different possibility as far as tuning and velocity that I could really do here today. And now look, the sun, it's setting behind me. So I used pretty much a whole day on this, trying to get this thing dialed in. And I can tell that I definitely need to still do some more work with it, but I feel like at this point, I've got it working pretty darn good. So I hope you guys like this video today, hanging out with me and that new KalibrGun Snipe II 30 caliber. This thing is awesome, and I had a whole bunch of fun shooting it. If you enjoyed this video, hang out some more, check out one of the other couple of videos I've got up on screen right now. Smash those sponsor links down below so I can make more cool videos just like this one. And until next time, shoot straight, stay free. I love y'all.